Okay, let us start the session. In this series of videos, we are learning the commonly used phrases and sentences starting with A. We already completed some of the phrases in previous sessions. We are going to continue the same topic. Aren't I doing means నేను చేయడం లేదా నేను చేయడం లేదా in positive it will be like this. I am doing నేను చేస్తూ ఉన్నాను. So in a question form we say నేను చేయడం లేదా. We use the meaning of gerund form. Doing means చేయడం. Aren't I doing means నేను చేయడం లేదా. Similarly we have some other questions. Aren't I giving నేను ఇవ్వడం లేదా. These are very simple sentences you might have already learned. Aren't I walking నేను నడవడం లేదా. Aren't they coming వారు or వీరు రావడం లేదా. If they are far you can use the word వారు. If they are near you can use the word వీరు. In spoken Telugu it is it's more common to use another word వాళ్ళు. I will write here వాళ్ళు or వీళ్ళు. This is also used in spoken Telugu. వారు is mostly used in written Telugu. వాళ్ళు or వీళ్ళు are used in spoken Telugu. Aren't they doing వారు చేయడం లేదా. Aren't they giving వారు ఇవ్వడం లేదా. Aren't they walking వారు నడవడం లేదా or వీరు నడవడం లేదా. Aren't we coming మేము రావడం లేదా. Aren't we doing మేము చేయడం లేదా. Aren't we giving మేము ఇవ్వడం లేదా. While practicing what you can do is you try to add additional words between the subject, this is subject, between the subject and the verb to expand the sentences. Aren't we walking మేము నడవడం లేదా. Aren't you coming నువ్వు రావడం లేదా or మీరు రావడం లేదా. Aren't you doing నువ్వు చేయడం లేదా. Aren't you giving నువ్వు ఇవ్వడం లేదా. Aren't you working in Chennai మీరు చెన్నైలో పని చేయడం లేదా. Earlier we discussed aren't you working, so that is very simple sentence. Aren't you working means మీరు పని చేయడం లేదా. But if we add in Chennai to expand the sentence we need to add Chennai lo. Instead of Chennai you can write any location, then add the meaning of in, that is లో. మీరు సౌత్ ఆఫ్రికాలో పని చేయడం లేదా. మీరు దుబాయ్లో పని చేయడం లేదా. లైక్ దట్ యూ కెన్ మేక్ సెంటెన్సెస్. ఆరెంట్ యూ కమింగ్ టు ఇండియా మీరు ఇండియాకి ఆర్ ఇండియాకు రావడం లేదా. ఆరెంట్ యూ కమింగ్ మీన్స్ మీరు రావడం లేదా. టు మీన్స్ కు, సో ఇండియాకు మీన్స్ టు ఇండియా. Argue means వాదించు. It is verb in base form as well as imperative. Arguing means వాదిస్తూ. This is verb in ing form, not gerund form. వాదిస్తూ. Arise means ఉదయించు, ఎక్కు, లేచు. Later when we have sentences you can understand difference among these words. అరైజింగ్ మీన్స్ లేస్తూ. అర్థమెటిక్ అంకగణితము. ఆర్మ్ మీన్స్ బాహువు. ఆర్మ్ చైర్ మీన్స్ చేతుల కుర్చీ. ఆర్మ్ పిట్ మీన్స్ చంక. అరౌండ్ మీన్స్ చుట్టూ. అరాక్ మీన్స్ సారాయి. అరేంజ్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఇంపరేటివ్, ఏర్పాటు చేయి, ఏర్పాటు చేయి. అరేంజ్ ద మీటింగ్ మీన్స్ మీటింగ్ ఏర్పాటు చేయి. There is similar word that is verb in base form. If it is in verb in base form it will be ఏర్పాటు చేయు. The ending will be different. ఏర్పాటు చేయు is verb in base form. ఏర్పాటు చేయి is in imperative form. Arrange as it is means దేనిది దానికే అమర్చండి. Let me write the transliteration. దేనిది దానికే అమర్చండి. This one you can learn as a phrase only. We cannot translate word to word. దేనిది దానికే అమర్చండి. Here we can say amarchandi means arrange in this context. As it is means denidi danike. Little complicated, but your word as it is means denidi danike. It has another meaning also. Unnadi unnatluga. For example, denidi danike amarchandi. We use this one. For example, you removed some screws from a device or something, so you need to fix again. So in that context, fix as it is. As you remove how it was before, you need to arrange in the same way. So that means in that context, if we use this as it is, we need to use denidi danike. Denidi danike in the same position. This is the English meaning, alternate meaning. So unnadi unnatluga, this is also a meaning for as it is. Okay, right as it is. Right as it is means unnadi unnatluga rayi. So as you see on the paper, you write same. So in that context, if you want to use this as it is, you use the meaning unnadi unnatluga. Right as it is. Unnadi unnatluga rayi. That means do not change anything. Arranging means ఏర్పాటు చేస్తూ. The previous one arrange, that was like imperative. This one verb in ing form, ఏర్పాటు చేస్తూ. For example, I am arranging a meeting means నేను మీటింగ్ ఏర్పాటు చేస్తూ ఉన్నాను. Arriving means చేరుకుంటూ. Arrow means శరము. Artery means ధమని. Artificial means కృత్రిమమైన. కృత్రిమమైన. As a consequence means పర్యవసానంగా. పర్యవసానంగా. As a part of it, దానిలో భాగంగా. దానిలో భాగంగా. Okay, let me give you some examples with this sentence, because when you use this one in a sentence form, we modify little bit. Okay, as a part of it means same దానిలో భాగంగా. Okay, as a part of the celebration, okay, or festival. Okay, when we write the noun, like the thing, when we mention this one, we replace the word dani with the actual word. For example, festival means panduga. Okay, as a part of the festival. When we say this one, we don't say panduga danilo bhaganga again. We replace the word dani with panduga. Okay, pandugalo bhaganga. Okay, so similarly, as a part of meeting or conference. Okay, let us take meeting. So సమావేశంలో భాగంగా. You need to observe here, we replaced danilo with the actual meaning what we used in the phrase. This is very important, okay? But usually when we learn these kind of phrases, we don't use any specific word like festival, meeting, competition, like that. That's where to convey the message we use the word danilo as a template only. So while using this one in real life situations, you need to remember, you need to use the meaning of that particular word which replaces it, okay? As a result of means దీని ఫలితంగా, as a whole మొత్తం మీద, as above పై దాని వలె, పై దాని వలె, as cited above పైన ఉదహరించిన విధంగా. above means పైన, as cited above means ఉదహరించిన విధంగా. So we can say as above means పై విధంగా, but here we need to add na also, because we don't say పై ఉదహరించిన విధంగా, we say పైన, we say completely పైన, పైన ఉదహరించిన విధంగా. as explained earlier ఇంతకు ముందు వివరించిన విధంగా, okay? as explained earlier means ఇంతకు ముందు, earlier means ఇంతకు ముందు. explained, as explained means వివరించిన విధంగా. as far as I am concerned means నాకు సంబంధించినంత వరకు, నాకు సంబంధించినంత వరకు. this is a phrase, you need to remember full phrase meaning. as far as I know he has never come on time, okay? it means as far as I know, this is a full phrase. so this phrase meaning is నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు. this is full phrase meaning, you need to remember as far as I know, నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు, తెలిసినంత వరకు. he has never come, he has come, he has come means let me make a positive sentence first so you will understand clearly. he has come means అతడు వచ్చాడు, okay? he hasn't come means అతడు రాలేదు, okay? అతడు రాలేదు, okay? so he always comes means అతడు ఎల్లప్పుడూ వస్తాడు. this is positive. the first one is positive, the second one is negative. here the first, this is he always comes, this is positive. again the opposite for this is he never comes, this is negative. అతడు ఎప్పుడూ రాడు, ఎప్పుడూ రాడు, okay? so here we use the personal suffix from atadu, atadu radu. he doesn't come or he will not come means earlier we discussed atadu radu. but when we say in this style, for example, he always comes means atadu ellappudu vastadu. always means ellappudu. never means actually eppudu. if we say, if you learn the meaning, never means eppudu plus there will be something. in this blank area we use the negative form of the verb. so for example, never eat, never eats means ఎప్పుడూ తినడు. Okay, let me write in long vowel sound. Never writes. He never writes. అతడు ఎప్పుడూ వ్రాయడు. So here we use the meaning of that negative form. తినడు, వెళ్ళడు, వ్రాయడు, like that you can write. Okay, so let us come to the original sentence. He has never come means okay, here we discussed simple present tense, but this one like past tense. Okay, so that's why we used he has never come means అతడు రాలేదు, అతడు ఎప్పుడూ రాలేదు. He has never come means అతడు ఎప్పుడూ రాలేదు. This is the meaning for he has never come. Okay, he always came means అతడు ఎల్లప్పుడూ వచ్చాడు. This is positive. He has never come means అతడు ఎప్పుడూ రాలేదు. This is the negative way of speaking. Okay, then on time. On time means samayaniki. Samayaniki. This is little complicated, but if you understand the meanings word to word, it will be easy. So you can make sentences using this structure with variations. For example, as far as I know, she has never, then change the word, then you write anything, whatever you want to write, then translate into Telugu. The next phrase is as far as possible means సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు. సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు. Let us see the next sentence. As I did not get leave from my office, I could not go. Okay, let us break this sentence into small words. Okay, okay, first we'll start with very basic sentence. I got means నేను పొందాను. Okay, here we used a word like get, so that's why I'm explaining the verb get. Okay, so I got means నేను పొందాను. I didn't get means నేను పొందలేదు. Okay, as I didn't get. Okay, నేను పొంద this is the meaning actually. నేను పొందలేదు కావున, నేను పొందలేదు కావున or పొందనందున. పొందనందున is doesn't sound good, so పొందలేదు కాబట్టి we can say కాబట్టి. But this one we can change. This is the actual meaning for this phrase. As I did not get means నేను పొందలేదు కాబట్టి. Okay, here what we wrote, సెలవు ఇవ్వనందున. Okay, so నాకు దొరకనందున. Usually we use this type of words also. For example, I didn't get means నేను పొందలేదు or నాకు దొరకలేదు. This is the alternate meaning. Okay, so here what we mentioned, నాకు ఆఫీస్ లో సెలవు దొరకనందున. Here also I will change. So నాకు దొరకనందున. As I did not get means నేను పొందలేదు కాబట్టి. This is one meaning. The alternate meaning is నాకు దొరకనందున. నాకు దొరకనందున. As I did not get. Okay, let's move to the next word. Leave. Leave means సెలవు. లీవ్ మీన్స్ సెలవు. ఫ్రమ్ ఆఫీస్, ఫ్రమ్ ఆఫీస్ మీన్స్ ఆఫీస్ నుండి, వీ కెన్ సే ఆఫీస్ నుండి. ఓకే, సో లెట్స్ కంబైన్ దిస్ వర్డ్. ఓకే, ఆఫీస్ నుండి. ఓకే, బట్ హియర్ we used in meaning. Low means in. Okay, it's okay, you can use low or nundi, both are correct, but if you use low it will be more appropriate, but the actual meaning is from office means office nundi. Okay, so నాకు ఆఫీస్ నుండి సెలవు దొరకనందున ఆర్ ఆఫీస్లో సెలవు దొరకనందున. అప్ టు హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ క్లియర్. ఓకే, the next clause is very easy. I could not go. I could not go. Okay, let me write the meaning here. I could not go means నేను వెళ్ళలేకపోయాను. So while practicing you need to change this verb with any other verb. For example, I could not come, I could not write, I could not visit. Okay, like that you can make changes. నేను వెళ్ళలేకపోయాను, that means I could not go. If you want to know the meaning in positive, it becomes I could go means this is opposite to this previous sentence. I could go means నేను వెళ్ళగలిగాను. This is past tense related to ability. This is also past tense related ability, but this is negative form. I could not go, నేను వెళ్ళలేకపోయాను. I could not come, నేను రాలేకపోయాను. I could not write, నేను వ్రాయలేకపోయాను. Like that you make sentences. I could go means you make opposite way. నేను వెళ్ళగలిగాను. Similarly, I could come, నేను రాగలిగాను. I could eat, నేను తినగలిగాను. I could visit, నేను సందర్శించగలిగాను. ఓకే, I could sing, నేను పాడగలిగాను. Like that you make sentences using different verbs. You can also change the context here. Okay, let us go to the next phrase. As it is, ఉన్నది ఉన్నట్లుగా. Actually this one I mentioned before. As many as you want, మీకు కావలసినన్ని. For example, you are offering some food or some fruits. For example, you are offering bananas to a certain number of people. Then you can say మీకు కావలసినన్ని తీసుకోండి. As you take as many as you want, మీకు కావలసినన్ని తీసుకోండి. Okay, as mentioned above means పైన పేర్కొన్న విధంగా. So here as mentioned means పేర్కొన్న విధంగా. Above means పైన. As mentioned below means క్రింద పేర్కొన్న విధంగా. So as mentioned means పేర్కొన్న విధంగా. Below means క్రింద. As much as you want means మీకు కావలసినంత. This one as many as much as, it gives almost same meaning but little variation is there. మీకు కావలసినన్ని. As many as you want means మీకు కావలసినన్ని. As much as you want means మీకు కావలసినంత. For example, this one you can use for uncountable nouns. For example, rice. When you are offering rice, you can say take as much as rice you want. మీకు కావలసినంత అన్నం తీసుకోండి. మీకు కావలసినంత పప్పు తీసుకోండి. So the next phrase is as of now means ప్రస్తుతం వరకు, or we can also say ఇప్పటి వరకు. So the first one mostly used in written Telugu, second one is used in spoken Telugu. యాజ్ పర్ మీన్స్ సంబంధించి, సంబంధించి. యాజ్ రిక్వైర్డ్ బై యూ మీన్స్ మీరు కోరిన విధంగా, మీరు కోరిన విధంగా. యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ హీ కమ్స్ అతడు వచ్చిన వెంటనే. So similarly, when you want to make phrases in this structure, what you can do is you change this verb with another verb. For example, as soon as he writes means atadu write means vrayu. Okay, so vrayu becomes, okay, let me write here. అతడు వ్రాసిన వెంటనే, వ్రాసిన వెంటనే. సిమిలర్లీ యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ హీ గోస్ అతడు వెళ్ళిన వెంటనే. యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ షీ ఆమె పాట పాడిన వెంటనే. So like this you can make phrases while practicing. You change the verb, this verb with the remaining verbs and make sentences or phrases. As soon as he looks atadu chusina ventane. There are some other similar sentence phrases, so you can also find here. As soon as I get the chance I will send you some money. నాకు అవకాశం దొరకగానే or అవకాశం దొరికిన వెంటనే నేను మీకు కొన్ని డబ్బులు పంపిస్తాను. This is a little lengthy sentence. Now we are running out of time. We will continue the session tomorrow because this sentence need more time to explain each word. So we completed up to this phrase. Let me keep it in different colors tomorrow so we can identify easily. We will continue the topic tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Praveen Garu, for an excellent lesson.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for joining.